Hello everybody, welcome. Stiigz here, bringing you Game 2 in this AOE League series in Group E of the 2v2 AOE Leagues. If you're interested in joining the AOE Leagues, you should take a look at AOE Leagues in Discord, I believe it is, and see about signing up. They have a 1v1 2v2 league, and they're thinking about expanding to 3v3 and 4v4. If you're interested in joining the Art of Warfare, that's the clan that I am a part of, as well as some of the players here in this video. That's TAW, and you can go to TAW.net, TAW.net to take a look and see what you think. If you like what you see, feel free to sign up and we'll get you onboarded. Anyway, Game 1 in this Game 2 series went to our heroes of TAW, Godfather or Stiigz, and BlankSpot. It was a match on Arena. Game 2 here is on Yucatan. Look at this lovely map. It's water. It's basically kind of Black Foresty. Special clear lanes between players. We have BlankSpot in red again as the Britons this time, so he's going archery. And Stiigz is Godfather. He's the Franks in blue and will be going cavalry, so changing roles up just a little bit. Stiigz went Ethiopians last game, and BlankSpot went Slavs. So their opponents are Mr. Whaler? I'll just call him Mr. for the video. He's playing as the Magyars, so a great civ. Another Cav Civ, could expect to see Magyar Hussars on the field. And Aztecs is a pretty versatile civ, a monk, siege civ, or even infantry civ. They have very strong champions, for example. So we'll have to see what we see. But a lot of hunt on Yucatan, the map that we're playing. A lot of extra hunt, so I'm surprised I don't see any Mongols here. But plenty of food. Plenty of other neutral resources to be had, lots of wood, extra turkeys out there on the map as well, so players will be looking to gather as much of those as they can get. They'll also look to wall up, though looking at this, our TAW members are rather far away from each other, so team walls will be a bit tricky. And there'll be, as you can see, I mentioned clear lanes, these little gaps between wood and water. This is where the fights will happen. People will look to wall these off here and over here on the left, for example. Between blue, blue's got a really interesting water line. Very narrow strip of land here. Bit wider there, but should be easy for blue. He could wall here, here, and then red, for example, could wall from here to here. And they have a full team wall. If I look at the mini-map, could kind of sketch out like that. But we'll see. We will have to see. You'll have to scout it out first in order to wall it. But let's take a look at all the extra. Look at 9 turkeys. So plenty of extra food for the Aztec player to gather. Britons versus Aztecs. I like the Britons better for this. They'll have the extra range, and obviously infantry is countered by archers. But Aztecs are pretty decent on siege, so he could, Elfstare could send out a few siege rams to distract the archers, the Briton archers. Archers aren't slouches on cavalry, though. They don't get paladin, but I have seen players tech into cavalier if they're forced to. But I'd imagine we'll see either longbowmen or arbalesters. Franks, we know, gonna go paladin, let's be honest. Though if they need to and they end up fighting the Aztecs, they could tech into throwing axemen, which is great against infantry, so we'll have to find out. And then Magyar, they also get Cav Archer. So Mr. as the Magyars could tech into some Cav Archers, and that mobility will be really helpful for him. But they most likely will be Hussars, and yeah, the more I think about it, the more likely it'll be that he'll be cavalry archers. But we shall see. Only time will tell. Walls going down from yellow and red. Bit conservative on the walls, but they wouldn't have scouted everything quite yet. The more red scouts, the more he'll see that he's got good options to wall with these waters. Even some fish to be had here. Yeah, I like red space. It's very defensible. A quick palisade here and a short wall. And then this is his biggest gap right here. But we'll have to see how they decide. Green, on the other hand, so far playing pretty open. And not using a scout as much as I'd like. They're such a strong, the Eagle Scouts are so strong with, if they fight in one-on-one, they would take out a regular scout. And they also have more line of sight, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'd like to see that scout being used more. Red taking a look, finding the enemy. Probably already spotted Elsler's TC. And don't think that's auto scout, but they will be looking to find Misters as well. He's already dropped his barracks. He'll have to house there. Interesting. I'll have to scout that out a bit more. That looks like a gap too. Oh, that's frustrating. Nope. Okay, there is a tile there of wood, so that's closed off for him. He can drop a wall here and he'll be okay. But not before Red gets in. Red will spot that. Good scouting from BlankSpot. So he's got intel on both enemy positions. Green Scout's now active again. Green is starting his house walls. And on the other side, Blue has done a good job completely walling. Yeah, I like Blue's position too. At least for initial line of walls, very easily walled off. He could expand and do the wall like I mentioned before, right here, here, and here. BlankSpot's the first up to Feudal Age. Followed quickly by, I think that's Mr. Whaler. And Red will be fully walled off as well. Already building his blacksmith and archery range, obviously, for the Britons. And he might execute another fast castle. Let's take a look at his... He might have just barely enough to pull off that fast castle. As will the Gothfather. He set himself up nicely. Already dropping a market. Already dropping a blacksmith. I don't know if the enemies see all these great walls and think, okay, fast castle situation. They might already be thinking that because of what happened in the last game. They got beat to Castle Edge pretty soundly and lost map control as a result. I like this wall here from Green. It really does cut off a lot of entry points. And Green and Yellow could easily team wall here and give themselves a lot of good resources, extra berries and gold and stone for their troubles if they want to. And even all this back here. So it creates... It's much simpler for the team if they were to just finish the wall right here versus like worrying about your own two smaller walls, but we'll see how they play it out. This gap does exist though, whether you scouted that or not, I don't know. I'd like to see the Aztec player go for relics as well, because they get more gold for the relic. Red and Blue also already clicked up to Castle Age, so they are executing that fast castle to perfection. Well timed.
Yay.
Spearmen probably anticipating some scouts, which do exist out here on the field, though they're moving to Blue. At home on Blue's side, he's getting the stable down. His Franks. Faster producing stables. Spearmen turned out to be a good decision, though, because these scouts might decide to harry the palisades a bit. But I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, two archery ranges. We'll start to see crossbowmen coming out real quick. And there we go. Castle Age down. Crossbowmen on the way. Same with Wheelbarrow. A bit early for Wheelbarrow, in my opinion, if there's no farms yet. Still plenty of food to be hunted. So, I don't know. Disagree with that a little bit, but that's okay. BlankSpot beats me 9 times out of 10 anyway, so I'm sure he knows his business. Is that a gap? No, it's incomplete, but there's no gap there. Sorry, Green or Yellow. You'll have to find another use for those scouts for now. Basically wasted food, though. He is on his way up. No, it's the Aztec player that's on his way up. So yeah, 4 scouts at 80 food each. That's a big hit, and they're basically useless. Like, they're not going to cause any damage. So, Aztec player going archer ranges himself, skirmishers. Aztec archers aren't the best. I don't know the tech tree like the back of my hand, but they're not known for it. I mean, he obviously knows he's up against the British, so skirms are a great idea. I don't know about archers in the mix, but I guess for Castle Age fighting crossbows against crossbows, it's fine. I would expect to see a couple Eagle Warriors. Like, I would have gone Eagle Warriors and skirms. Play to your strengths as the Aztecs, instead of spending the gold on archers, but... So, Mister's up to castle. Blue's already here with 7 knights, forcing the issue. Nothing back here on the fence. Palisade walls will go down. He's going to quick wall with some houses when we get there. Yes, he will. Just barely. Oh boy. He'll probably be calling for help from his teammate now. And thinking about bringing those scouts back, but they're way over here, not helping at all. Will we see some spearmen go down? You can't wall it forever, bud. This tree. Funny. Stiigz would just be annoying. He could easily walk right in here. I mean, there's huge holes in green space. So that's probably what he'll do, or he'll come around and try to mess with things here. Meanwhile, Red moving forward with the massive crossbows. They'll probably double down the pressure on one player like they did last time. It's a shame that Blue doesn't see this here, though, because it's wide open for now. But he'll just come right around here. And this town center will probably get denied unless these knights come back. That's unfortunate. But not the end of the world. Easier said when you have this God's Eye view. But this is a scary combination. +2 archers. These are probably upgraded knights. They have the armor upgrade. Quick walls going down from green as fast as it can. Pikemen being researched. Those knights will get in, and these villagers will go down. Red will see this and move forward to support. Two TCs at home for Blue and Red. Green will get his other TC down, which will be helpful, but this is going to be 3 villas killed. And we could look at the villager difference, 86 to 69 in TAW's favor. So, liking the TAW position big time. These knights will sit under the TC fire comfortably, at least for the time being. And even more villagers going down, trying to quick wall to make sure that enemies have to walk under the TC, which is good. This is a good house because it restricts Red's movement, certainly. Unless it wasn't placed right. Oh, too bad. Unless it wasn't placed right. And this is only 7 crossbows. No support at all from... These knights would be very helpful because they're +2 knights. Even just those 5 would make a big difference over here. As it is, 6 crossbows against 12. 1 pikeman against 6 knights. Not looking good. Yellow needs to come support his teammate. 7 knights being useless over here. And we look at the idle time now. Let's take a jump over here. 43 minutes of idle time from the Aztec player. There's the, I was wondering where the skirmishers went, so that's good. He's cleaning up those crossbowmen pretty nicely. Though they don't have the armor upgrades yet, so they are. I mean, they fall quickly without that armor upgrade. But that hurts. I mean, they were 12. It's only 4 now. Though there's more British crossbowmen coming in. They do have extra range too, which helps. But that little soiree from the Blue Knights cost Red his archer ball. Which is unfortunate for Red. But more villagers going down. Blue continuing to be annoying. Yellow still not helping his teammate. Wonder where those knights went. He had some scouts here. Where did those knights go? There we go. 11 knights would clean all this up. It's a shame that they waited so long. I'm not sure what green is doing with these guys.
Comanche?
Here comes yellow to support. Looks like green is just running, trying to get some vills hidden while he can. Really flustered by this attack. He lost 16 villagers, green did, in that attack. Blue will pull away. They're clearly outnumbered there. But they will make their stand here with the archer back up, and that'll help. That'll help a lot. Yellow losing 5 or so of those knights. Blue losing his own in return. But 20 archers on the field now for red. Very dangerous. And I'm sure blue's got more knights where that came from. Yeah, 4 more here. And yeah, while all this is going on, 5 broke in. Probably while yellow is distracted. Great job from the French player. Great job, Stiigz. Changing up, I mean, using the knight's mobility to great effect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least villagers killed before any reaction from yellow. And that's just gotta be so annoying. Once Stiigz saw Mister's army come support green, he already queued up his knights to attack Mister's base on the other side. So very well played. Meanwhile, the red crossbowmen are exposed here. There's good numbers of them, but there are good numbers of knights, and they're using the terrain to their advantage. So I don't know. I think the knights probably would have taken those crossbowmen if he decided to fight, but it would have been very costly. Meanwhile, yeah, he's probably choosing like, well, if I'm going to fight somewhere, it might as well be to protect my house. But all that time spent running between bases is wasted time. It's time not spent fighting. So here's where those Aztec villagers went. Great. Honestly, I like this decision. Finding resources where you can, but you're giving up on all these resources. Maybe not completely, but you got to find stone somewhere, I suppose. And the Aztec player, again, I can't help but think, yeah, he'll go skirmishes to provide some sort of support somewhere, but that was a mistake to build crossbowmen on his own. So those French knights will be cleaned up. These are +2, +1 Magyar knights. Though they don't have bloodlines. Only 100 HP to the Franks, 120. The Frank doesn't have the upgrade yet, unless that's just capture age things. But there's probably numbers in yellow's favor that won him that fight. Meanwhile, these archers still alive, just nothing here to kill them, really. There's some skirms massing up, but he'll need more of those, and they'll need to be upgraded skirms. British crossbows outrange the town center, so they don't do particularly large amounts of damage to buildings. But it is very annoying and certainly causing idle time. Green coming in with elite skirms, and red needs to pay attention here. He's going to lose some. There he goes. Red's going to do the micro dance and slowly pick off these skirmisher numbers. Three TCs at home for blue and red. Blue continues to be annoying over here with the Frank Knights. Are they upgraded yet? So many. Numbers are about even, maybe even in blue's favor. Blue doing a very aggressive castle drop right on yellow's face, excuse me. And if this castle, it's slightly more conservative for Stiigz. But if this castle goes up, I think it'll be GG called. I just don't see a way back at this point. So much idle time. And there it is. Game called. Congratulations to TAW. There's a reason they're sitting at the top of the leaderboard in Group E of the AOE leagues, but just really well executed, especially like on the arena match. Both went fast castle both times, in fact. Clearly coordinated on what they wanted to do.
Yay.
Teamed up, in this case, on green first. And when yellow went to support, blue capitalized on that. And they did the same thing in the first match in arena. They combined their armies to attack one player and to good effect early, and then split up their attention to take on, once they had the advantage, take on the players one-on-one. But I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you learned a few things. And again, if you're interested in joining the Art of Warfare, that's TAW.net. Check out AOE Leagues on Discord if you're interested in forming your own team. It's pretty fun. I will see you on Age of Empires, everybody. Sneaky Chiefy signing out.